Hi everyone, Sherry here with a Halloween card for you, probably the only one I've ever made. So I was recently in Switzerland for a vacation and picked up these Caran water pens as well as the set of 40 super color soft watercolor pencils. These things are absolutely amazing. I've owned their products in the past and do not regret getting these. So first I'm going to stamp my Halloween cat by Wild Rose Studio onto some watercolor paper, and I'm using the VersaFine Onyx Black ink. And then I'm going to take a few shades of gray, and I'm just coloring on the gray as if I were, just using my colored pencils. I'm using a very light hand, not pressing hard at all. So I'm going to start with my lightest color, and then I'm going to go to a medium color and add what I think should be the shadow areas. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to use a darker gray. So these pencils, they go on just like butter. Um, I was absolutely thrilled with them the first time I used them. However, when you buy them over in Switzerland, they are quite pricey. Um, but I know the set of 40 right now is on Amazon for a significantly less price than what I had to pay. So I'm going to be putting that link below in the video description if you are interested in trying these out. The pigment moves with these pencils a lot like the Inktense pencils, and depending on the color, um, some of these have about the same brightness as the Inktense, excuse me. And I have found too that after these dry for like a 24-hour period, um, they no longer move. You can't spritz them and pick it up. It's pretty much permanent at that point. So now I'm going to work on the hat, and I'm going to take a couple of shades of purple and do the hat. And I'm actually not going to make you sit here and watch me watercolor this entire thing. Um, and when I do come back after the hat, you will see the background was done too, which I had recorded but did not know that my battery actually died in the middle. But I did it pretty much the same way. I colored in that background and then used a little bit larger water brush to kind of spread the color around. And I used a shade of blue and purple for the background. So here I'm just putting in a little bit of shading in the hat, and then I'm going to take some orange, a lighter shade and a little darker shade, and do the little patches on the little hat. Like I said, I don't normally do Halloween, but when I saw this stamp while I was shopping over at Simon Says Stamp, it had a cat on it, and I knew I had to have it. So, all right. So here I'm actually picking the pigment off the tip of the pencil and darkening up the little cape for my kitty. And I have cut him out with a stitch rectangle die from Simon Says Stamp. And now I'm going to use the Lawn Fawn Trick or Treat stamp set to stamp the trick or treat. I'm using my Misty so that I don't mess up after all the time I spent with the coloring. And I'm again going to use some VersaFine Onyx Black ink. stamp that down. Put that away. And now I have a standard A2 size card. And I have some perfectly plaid fall paper from Lawn Fawn here that I'm going to use for my background. And I use the basic rectangle die to cut that the perfect size. And then I'm going to use some purple cardstock I had in my stash. I cut it out with the largest stitch rectangle die. I'm going to mat my watercolor piece with the purple. And then out comes the big mama roll of foam tape. I ran out of fun foam, so I'm going to be using the foam tape instead to just about completely cover the back. And my camera keeps going in and out. That love-hate relationship I have with it never ends. Anywho, okay, so I'm going to remove the adhesive and I'm going to stick this on my card. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Wink Stella, it's clear Wink Stella, and put that on the hat just to give it a little shimmery shine. Make sure that's stuck down really well. And again, thank you so much for joining me today, and I wish you a happy Halloween. Thank you. Bye.